So I guess you want to go outside, Dottie. That's the impression I'm getting here. Do you want to go outside? Well, let me put my gloves on. It's pretty cold out there. It's cold in the morning in the desert. It's going to get up to 70 though today. Let's go. Let's get them. Come on, let's go for a walk. Let's run into the sun. Oh, you know what we got to do first? We got to move that little 100 water. Get some extra solar today. No, we're not going for a ride. We're going for a walk. All right. There we go. Get a little bit extra this morning. Ah, it's nice and crisp, about 40 degrees. And it's a Sunday, and which means I have, well, only one thing to do all day. My Wave 3 heater ran out of propane last night, or early this morning. I just had to quickly switch over to the regular furnace. And need to go into town and fill that 20-pound tank. I never tire of the desert in Quartzsite in Arizona. Whether it's cold or it's warm. Too cold is better than too hot, or because I can always bundle up. But if it's too hot, there's not a lot you can do. And in the winter here, about as hot as it gets is, well, 75, maybe 77 until around March. And it doesn't sound, if there's not wind and you're in the sun here and it's 75, it's hot. It feels hot. You know, one of the things I really need to do is I have a gold and metal detector. I need to get in these washes and check it out, see what I find. You never know. You know, gold does wash down the mountains, and they come, and it's got to come through these washes, all right? Well, if you look at our camp here, it sure looks crowded, doesn't it? If you can see her, she just stopped. So what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? You don't want to go, you don't want to follow me. What do you want? Go on, do what you want to do. Dottie. It's kind of hard to tell what you want. Oh, there you go. She just wanted to go in her own direction. See what he wants to do. Yep, I'm thinking another dog peed there, or maybe a coyote or something, and she's gonna mark it too. Is there a hole there? Yeah, there's a hole there. There's a critter down in there, I bet. And it can't be anything good for either one of us. Come on. God, I love those mountains. You know, one of the things about Quartzsite, or any desert really, but this one in particular, the one I love, is that the light changes everything almost from minute to minute. And here's our camp sign. Last exit camp. And that name comes from the idea that I first came here a couple of seasons ago for the YouTubers Next Exit. Bob and Pearl had 2 years in a row. They had their rally right here where we parked, and they stopped having the rally, but me and my friend Tim kept coming back, so we named the camp, and kind of as a homage to Next Exit, we named it Last Exit. It almost looks, I got a lot of chairs here. They're not all mine. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 are mine and 2 are neighbors. But 1, 2, 3, 4 chairs are a lot for one guy and one dog. We have the dog bed, but it's little, don't you think it's a little cold, Dottie, to stay out here? Why don't we go inside and then come out when it gets warmer? What do you think? Okay, come on. That's what we're gonna do. Oh, and I found the bag. It fell out of my pocket as soon as I stepped out. Here we go. Dot, come on. Really, I know you want to stay outside, but it's too cold. Too cold, even for doggies. Hang on. All right, there you go. All right. Okay. So that is the morning walk. You've already eaten. I don't think so. You already had your food. Here's the thing. She thinks every time she comes in, it's time to eat. So I'll give her a little chew stick. There you go. There you go. Gives you a little insight into my digs here. That's where I do my work at my little makeshift Walmart desk. It works just fine for me. And this is where I do most of my relaxing. This is a Lazy Boy chair that I got on sale for just under $400 at the Lazy Boy store in Las Vegas. Look who's coming out. That's George. Hi, George. Were you hungry? He's like, there's food in there, but George gets excited about fresh food. There we go. And well, Lazy Boy is important. Getting this was important for 2 reasons. One, it's got really good intentional lumbar support, which is really good for my back. I sat on a different recliner that didn't have lumbar support, and it really screwed me up. Also, the mechanical part of this chair, you know, where the leg or the leg support pops out, that mechanical is a lifetime warranty with Lazy Boy. So I really love this chair. And then we got the bed. It's a full-size bed, and I just bought a new mattress from Brooklyn Bedding. Wanted to be able to show you that here. This is a little over 12 inches, and it's got inner springs as well as the foam, and that's made a huge difference for me. Huge difference. On the old mattress, which was not a cheap mattress, I'm a side sleeper. After about an hour, my hip would start hurting, and I'd have to flip over to the other side, and it means I was waking up constantly. And with the springs, I had called them and told them what my problems were, and they said, "Sir, this signature mattress will solve that problem." And they were absolutely accurate. It did solve that problem. So, and this is the wave heater that I always talk about. This is a catalytic propane heater, and what's unique about catalytic is it works without a flame. You see this sort of fabric in there is the catalyst that once it ignites, it just kind of glows and radiates the heat without a flame. So it's designed, and its intention is for you to use this safely while you're sleeping. And it does recommend you have some ventilation, which I usually do. But I also have I have the regular alarms down there, both propane and carbon monoxide, and then I have a separate backup one here, so I have two, so I know that I'm safe. And the Wave 6, it's not the biggest one, it's the one in the middle. There's a 3 that's smaller, then there's an 8 that's bigger, but the 6 keeps, when it's even you know, in the low 30s, almost freezing, it'll keep the temperature here in the low 70s. So, and when it's real cold, like it has been this past week, where it's getting down into the 30s, every night, it's a little bit more expensive, uses a little bit more propane. I'll go through a 20-pound tank in about a week. So, you know, that's going to be a little over $2 a day. When the temperatures are in the 40s and 50s, it's less than $1 a day, but it's very dependent on, you know, the temperature and how high and how long I'm running it. So that is my Sunday morning. I'm glad you could all join me. And there's Dottie eating her chew thing in her bed, and she has George has gone back and hidden somewhere after eating a little bit. We'll see you on the next video.